And I told them that it was easy. Niggas didn't believe me when I said I went to scrub. They had JD up on the TV for distributing goods like I just released the EP. Scrub JD. Scrub John Dorian. He's the main character.
I'm thinking music. I'm thinking music.
That's a bop.
Yeah, I love it.
Dominic Dixon, who goes by the stage name TD, tells of how music has influenced his life and how his life has influenced his music.
Music for me was always an escape. I mean, I done music because I enjoyed doing music. When I was young, they tried to say that I needed anger management, and my mum put me into karate classes, and that worked. But then she didn't let me go into any competitions because she didn't want me to get hurt. So when I didn't have the karate classes, I didn't have that sort of escape. And when I found music and started writing bars and letting things out, and like, if you hear my music, everything that you hear is real, sort of thing. It's all about things that I've grown up with, things that I've seen, people that I've rolled with, everything is real. I realised that a lot of people that make music nowadays, or even back then, didn't speak about things that were real life. Like when I used to when I used to write bars and whatnot, I used to think, why is this guy talking about killing 5 men when he hasn't done anything? Why is this guy talking about selling a whole lot of drugs when he's not Scarface? Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. So I thought I can do the same thing, but I'd actually speak things that were real. Like I don't walk around with my trousers low, or didn't ask people for their phones, or and do all that. So there's no point in me talking like that. So for me, it was just. I just when I do music, I do it as real as possible, like from when I've been 13, 14, all the way up to now. I'm 22 in a couple of weeks. It's always been real. It's always been real music that I write and things that I talk about. It's always been things that I've been through or things that I've seen, or you know what I mean. See, I told them I'm gonna kill it. Wale and Meek Mill it. Spaces up on the beat, so you know that I'm gonna feel it. I've written a bunch of things about situations I've been in. I'm betting the most in this game. I've never made a shilling. I just thought standard, I might as well write this. No substitute, just real talk. See, like roses are red and violets are blue, they say. Sugar sweet and I like you a lot, but it's hard for me to write you a song when I got a gut feeling we won't last long. Like feeling beautiful, so don't get me wrong, yeah I know they get worth it. My pride is too strong, but nobody's perfect. I write you a song if nobody heard it, but me and you. No, like I feel dumb when I'm seeing you. For some reason I can't seem to function. I like you a lot, yeah I know that it's true, but ain't enough. No, I don't wanna make that assumption. Basically, I was born in Homerton, so it's in Hackney, and I lived for the first 3 years of my life. I grew up in Stoke Newton. My grandma used to pick me up from Wilbury, it's up the road. That's N18, that's Edmonton, and basically more or less every day I used to go back down to Stoke Newton as well, Stoke Newton Common. So for the beginning parts of my life, I grew up in Hackney, to be honest. But I suppose Hackney is a rough area, and then I went to Edmonton, and Edmonton is a supposedly rough area as well. And I guess it's just where I've grown up and found my feet from here. Yeah, so we used to go radio, we used to go Axe, we formed our crew, it was SKS. So that was us lot and the older lots from the people from the older years. But then by those times we were about to do GCSEs. So I was about to make a mixtape. I was going to call it From the Toilet Seat, because when I used to write bars, yeah. So that's what I was going to call it, and it was a bit comical. People liked it. They were like, oh, that's quite funny. So I thought a lot of people would start with it. But then when the GCSEs came up, we had to knuckle down, start revising. Obviously I was doing history as well, so it was a lot of work with dates and all sorts, and I just had to get my head around a lot of written work rather than the bars and whatnot. So I guess that we had to sort of buckle down and do our work. So that got scrapped. I was still doing music on the side, but I wasn't doing it as seriously as I was during the time that we was on radio and on Axe. Obviously the crew sort of disbanded. We stopped doing that sort of music stuff on radio, and people started doing their own solo projects and started actually making songs rather than just talking a whole bag of rubbish on the radio stations.
It's that easy.
So what happens? You're not flipping writing bars for this, right?
For what?
You want to have an extra 4 bar in there?
I have 4 bars all day.
Jeez.
People say me and my brother sound the same, bro.
It's true though.
You sound so alike.
Do you think me and Jack sound alike as well?
You sound alike, you look alike. You're the same person.
Same you two, bro.
No, we don't.
You're like twins.
Who?
Me and Sharif.
No.
You're Sharif 2K.
Him and Jack.
You're
are like
Sharif
twins.
2K6, bro. What are you saying?
No.
Jack's just a better looking brother. They still scheming, caught something in my feeling. Everything is the man with violence and drug dealing. Niggas that roll with hammers and look through the ceiling, but they got let them keep. If I'm honest, that was
EDMO, I'm from EDMO, NCON, I'm from EDMO, NCON. Yeah, I'm loving the ends, but we're living kinda hard though. It's hard to find a job for normal bread, so we make hard dough. And all the people sending letters to my yard know I'm from N1AGIFF.
like basically, at the moment, my goal, I'm looking to make, like, obviously there's the fame factor and there's the money factor, but I'm just looking to enjoy the music that I make. In 2009, unfortunately, my mum got diagnosed with MS. For those who don't know, it's multiple sclerosis, and it attacks the brain, and obviously she's rendered disabled now. And it was upsetting for me, but again, it was a motivation for me to do music as well. So, as I said before, music helps me with stress and bad times in my life. And when that happened, it sort of, I just thought, you know what, I need to get this out. And I've made a couple songs that relate to that. And it's just a big motivation to push for it, to be working, to be doing what I need to do, to be getting money, helping out around the house, cooking, looking after my sister, looking after my mum now, even looking after my dad, although he looks after us, we all have to look after each other. So music's as I said, music's my escape. Music's my escape to my own world, and people enjoy listening to the things that I talk about. People enjoy listening to the flow that I bring to the instrumentals, and that makes me happy, to be honest.
It's nothing. Listen, bars though. See, I wake up every Saturday, go straight to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my things, then I start to think of what I'm gonna do during the day. Not going shopping, that's just seeing what's new in display.
Yes, this is where I work. Been working there for about 4 years now. Basically, I use it to fund my studio time. Basically, when I was about 18, I got a job through a friend, and that's it really, part-time. Obviously, during the week I'm at uni full-time, so in the weekends I just work. I suppose having a job, a part-time job while doing uni is giving me money now. So whereas before, when I was younger and doing music, I couldn't really afford studio time or subs for radio and whatnot, so I wasn't doing it all the time, as well as other reasons like education and whatnot. But I guess now, because I've got a bit of money in my pocket, it allows me to go studio when I want, and I can pay for my couple hours of studio time and do what I have to do and make as much songs as I want. I suppose, although I'm still in my 3rd year of uni, once that's over, I can focus on music a lot more. I've grown up a lot as well. So at the moment we've got studios in different places which you can go at will. I'm going at least twice a week now. The people that I'm working with, I love working with them because they're basically my family anyway.
See, in my COMMUNITY, there's no unity and I see why. It's because the rich get rich.
Which them man said that I look too like me, innit?
And when I have my kids, I tell them why.
I know, but I look too normal, like, so I just thought I was in my receding hair.
Like, you've got like, you haven't not got a footballer's face. That looks like LT. That does, that looks like
there's always things in the community that get you down. Most of the time, yeah, it's money, but don't you feel...
For years, my friends have always turned around and said, Dom, why aren't you doing this music thing 100%? Because we want to be with you. They always say, look, like, you've got the potential to do this thing. Like, you can be up there with the Drakes. You can be up there with the J. Coles. You're talented enough to do that. And I don't think I believed it myself up until recently, I guess. Like, I've been doing music and listening to people and thinking, hold on, like, I'm better than that. So why are they there and why am I here? Sort of thing. So I really and truly, I just want to make obviously my parents proud, but I just want to make my friends proud as well. That's what my main goal at the moment is, making them proud, because they've believed in me since from when I started the music thing from 14, 15. So now that I'm coming up to 22, it's about time to put the work in and show them that I can actually do what they've already thought that I could do from before.
Fam. So we was like, yeah, Dom's good. And then I started hearing him like MySpace days. That's it, MySpace days, and Dom was going in. And then I was like, yeah, Dom, just send me some tunes. And I always used to tell Dom, yeah, Dom coming back, so I used to say, yeah, Dom, like, do this thing proper, like, you're better than a lot of man out there. But he never really started to do it proper, but now recently started to do it, and hopefully it all goes good for him. Just see what happens.
At the moment, we've got quite a few songs that we want to push seriously. I've got a song with a friend of mine, Chaos, and another friend of mine, Knight, who's very talented. It's called Break Me Down. We haven't made a video yet, but we want to actually make the video properly and not make it be just a little YouTube thing. We want to try and get that on channels like AKA, try and push that on Grime Daily. Just all the avenues, try and get that out there as seriously as possible.
I said to myself, why should I give a damn? You put up a door, I ain't gonna lick it down. They were talking before, why would they brick it now? Huh? Of course I'm still real talking. They can never run a mile in my...
It's easy, niggas didn't believe me when I said I went. I scrubbed they had JD up on the TV. They're distributing goods like I just released an EP, screaming I'm a fucking boss, like I'm Ricky or McNeely.
Then what, I bang a 4? Yeah. Is that it?
Nah, then I bang a 4. Then you bang a 4. Then I bang a 4.
Then it's finished.
My niggas rapping grass, say throw so way that a brother can't stand straight.
At the moment, obviously, I'm working with Sharif. I've worked with Sharif basically throughout my music career. Back in 2008, we made a mixtape together, which was never released. That's because the laptop broke that it was recorded on. So that it's like me and Sharif have so much musical chemistry. It's crazy. The chemistry of me and Sharif, like I can get any beat that I want, any beat you can think of. You can get a classical beat, and I'll be like, Sharif, write 16 bars for this, or write 32 bars, and he'll be like, yeah, alright, cool. When do you want the bars by? And next couple of days, the bars will be done. We'll sit down together, write a chorus, and there's a song done. So the chemistry that we have is just crazy. Like we can make a mixtape in a couple of weeks, and we've done it before. We made a mixtape in a couple of weeks before. We can do it again. But at the moment, he's focusing on other things. But he's willing to come out of his musical shell, I guess, for me. So we've done a song the other day. Got a couple more songs that's coming up as well. He's getting his taste for music back as well. So we're gonna look to make something and put it out, whether it's a mixtape or a little EP or something. We're gonna make something together and make magic as we normally do.
I'd say it's definitely good, obviously, because we've grown up together. Another thing is that we work well together, and we've been working together for like maybe 4 or 5 years now. So if it's a thing where we need to get something done, it's done like within good time. For example, you might say to me today, let's do a tune tomorrow, and we'll just write it overnight, get it done. I mean, if worst come to worst, if we had to make an album, we could probably make it in a week. I mean, yeah, it's good, it's easy. It's obviously it's very hard to work with your friends, because obviously if someone isn't as good as you want them to be, you can't really say it to them. But with me and Dom, because we've been working together for so long, if he had done something that I don't think is good, I'll say, look, Dom, like I don't rate that, take that off, or do this, or we should do this differently. We're used to, like, for example, he might do a couple of bars, I might do a couple of bars to fill in where he might have, or he might need me to say something or whatever. Like we like similar tastes in music. So yeah, man, it's good. I mean,